Coming up on Oily Trash Movies.
I think I would be a Japanese duck. You know, the ones with white and they have the yellow beak, and then they're like super massive, and then they have a long neck, and then there's always a picture with them in hearts. That's who I want to be, is that white duck. You know which ones I'm talking about?
All right, we're live. Hello, and welcome to Oily Trash Movies. This is the only podcast where two people watch and review bad movies while saying unfunny things the entire time.
True. We're your hosts. I'm Bubblegum Barbie.
And I'm Daddy Warbucks, and we've got a great episode for you today. We're going to be watching The Banana Splits. We're super excited to get into this. This is Season 3, Episode 1. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary here at Oily Trash Movies. We've just celebrated 300 subs. We got a lot of things going for us here.
It is an awesome time. We got sober. We posted bail. We're having a good time. We are free.
We escaped the aliens.
It's 2025.
New year, new us. It has been a while.
We're ready to watch the worst of the worst dumpster diving, oily meat of films, and I've heard there's a lot of beautiful ones out there. So I'm excited.
Yeah, should we talk about anything we've been up to over the past 6 months and where we've been?
Well, we kind of talked about it. Like, I know that you've gotten very accustomed to your dark alleys, your musty dark alleys, which is why we haven't been there. And you've been drunk most of the time, and I've been
hoeing it up. Bubbles been walking the streets.
Yeah. Yes, sir, and got arrested and all that stuff. It's been a great time.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube and search Meth Lab Barbie arrest stream, you will get to see Bubblegum Barbie being arrested.
That is not me. That is slander. That is fake news. No. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Fantastic. All right.
Have you seen our subs?
Yeah,
so
we're
far?
at 300 some subscribers. I think we're like the second biggest movie review podcast on YouTube now.
Wrong. We are the only ones that does this.
True.
I'm so glad we're back. I'm even more pumped, and I know you guys feel it. You're just dying. You guys have been starving for it, and here we are. We love you, and we're still here.
Yeah, so let's all take a moment to thank the two people who made this possible, Bubblegum Barbie and Daddy Warbucks, and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and show us how excited that you are that we're finally back after our drug-fueled hiatus.
Is there any movies that you could think of that have, like, that you still think about today, like that last year for 2024?
I'm a big fan of Bloodthirst. It's one of those, it's like in that same line of Mermaid Down, where it's bad, but there's just so much interesting stuff going on that I still like it. LX 2048, obviously that was one of our favorites.
LX 2048 was so good, and I was devastated that it got copy struck because that episode was just amazing. But we got it up, right? It's up. You could see it.
Yeah, we did recut it and re-release it, and we've not been struck on it so far.
That one is just so special. I really love it. I've been recommending that one to, like, pretty much everybody.
And of course, on the opposite spectrum, we had some really terrible movies last year. We Are Wolves, / Lorette Party, Alien Invasion, Bad Fish. Terrible films.
You know, We Are Wolves. It's so funny that you mentioned that. I think I have that kind of like a trauma where my brain just forgets about it. You know, when something so tragic happens to you, you don't remember it, but people come and like, that happened. That's how I feel with that movie. It was a crime to be made. It should have never been made, and that was...
It was truly terrible. That We Are Wolves was barely a movie.
Made me want to go to your house, Daddy Warbucks, and murder you or torture you like those women did with the guy.
I'm down. Let's go. And today we're going to be watching The Banana Splits. This is a movie recommended to us by none other than oily trash movies favorite, Milko Davis. Bubble,
Oh
what do
my
we know
god,
about this
one
movie?
of our biggest fans recommended this film. That is so exciting.
Our biggest fan and co-collaborator.
Oh my god, yeah. He's awesome. I dedicate this episode to Milko. Hello. He's been waiting for it. Dedicate this to you, my man. I got more sober for us to do this episode.
And I bailed Bubblegum out of jail so that we could get back here into the recording studio live for our 750,000 weekly viewers, but mostly for Milko Davis.
Yes, true. Okay, so today we're gonna watch Banana Splits movie. It is 2019 film. It is a rated R. It is 1 hour and 29 minutes. It's a dark comedy, a horror, and a thriller. The director is Danishka Esterhazy, I'm assuming. And it's about young Harley is having a dream birthday. He and his family are going to watch the taping of his favorite show. But the dream becomes a nightmare when the animatronic stars turn homicidal? Homicidal. There you go. Oh, I am so excited for this because I love animatronics. I wish that stuff would come back.
Well, it feels like it is, because we had Five Nights at Freddy's, and now we've had 2 Banana Splits movies. There was one with Nicolas Cage where he fought animatronic monsters, and it's like we have an uprising of the animatronics. And what's really interesting about this movie, and this is as Milko explained it to me, so I haven't independently verified this, but my understanding is that this was an actual kids TV show in the 60s or 70s or maybe 80s. Sometime in the past there was a kids television show called The Banana Splits, and then they rebooted it with all of the characters as a modern horror film. So this would be like as if they made Chuck E. Cheese evil.
Oh my god, I am so into that. Like, and you don't understand what I'm actually saying. I want the animatronics to come back as in they're outside your door in real life.
I want them to come back and murder me.
Yes. Like, I literally want, I want an animatronic Ronald McDonald at every McDonald's. I want an animatronic at fucking Target. I want it to be
We kind of are getting there again, because now robots, everyone's making robots, and pretty soon they're just gonna make robots that torture children and have look like Big Bird, but they murder children.
Stop! You're making me excited for the future. That sounds like a good time. So, I don't know anything about this film. Very briefly, I saw, and it just looked good. I love animatronics. I mean, anything that's practical effects, any films of things that you could touch and feel, and an actual human being created that you could smell it, you could taste it, you could lick it if you wanted. You know, it's not edible, but that's what I want, and I like that kind of stuff. So, I'm also very nervous because I have a feeling that they might be some children actors, and I hope those children actors are pretty good. I always hope that it's always like kids versus aliens, but
oh my god, that truly a classic.
This last year, it hasn't been that way so far when we have like a kid movie. We did have Chompers, and they had that one child actor, which was terrible. Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Great catchphrase, Bubble.
A classic catchphrase. Oh my god, I got the scammed, War. How dare you? These are not animatronics. These are men in suits.
You're right. These aren't animatronics. These are just people in costumes. They're mascots, I guess.
It's just furry.
This is a furry movie.
But you know what? I'm into it. Furries murdering the human race. Hell yeah.
We got Drunk Wine Mom here.
This was me. This is what I was doing.
Yeah, no, we've been taking a nap for the past 6 months.
True. I feel so rested.
You have no idea how tired we were.
When we woke up from our nap, we had like literal webs just falling off of us.
I had a beard. I had a big mountain man beard when I woke up. I was asleep so long that I woke up and I was a skeleton.
I was asleep for so long that I became plastic.
It's past midnight.
Harley's gonna be so
Oh my god, Dad is so hot. I hope there's a scene where Dad has to take off his shirt, or the animatronics like rip it off.
He's gonna be the first one to die.
Well, I hope he dies with his shirt off, right?
This guy's too big of a douchebag.
What are you doing?
Oh, he is shirtless. Ah! Thumbnail
You
material.
just asked me, right?
Push the button.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that's the weapon. That thing is cool.
Someone's gonna die from that.
I see the splits riding around in the little cars, laughing and singing.
They needed a creepier old man with like 20 years. They needed to have the description like you have at least need 20 years of smoking experience. Because that line was too not terrifying. I didn't believe it.
It's almost. Was he trying to be scary? He was kind of being nice. Like, yeah, I know the banana splits. They drive around.
Yeah, guess you're right. I guess I just want children to feel scared every single time there's a possibility of an animatronic being outside their door.
We're doing a live stream influencer from the banana splits.
Oh my god, I hope their deaths are epic.
I just told all my followers, like all of them, that I'll be going live.
Well, you can tell your 218 followers all about it after the show.
He has less subscribers than we do. We're finally more famous than the people in the movie.
Oh my god!
Hey, I need that. It's work.
Harley was almost hit by a banana buggy.
Jesus, that'd be an embarrassing way to die.
Phones, please.
Look at those empty motherboards.
Oh my god, is this the maker of the animatronics, which is obviously freaking humans in there?
No, they are robots. You were talking mad shit on me for misleading you.
But they look like they're like humans in too.
They're clearly people, yeah. They're definitely people in costumes.
These are just people pretending to be robots. Oh my god. These animatronics are from Temu and Wish.com.
Ooh, he's being programmed with the show must go on, but this guy's threatening to end the show.
Oh my gosh, are you seriously spraying the freaking costume? Just throw it in the wash, dude. We know what it is.
Take care, comb your mane. Oh my god, he's got red eyes. This reminds me of Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Like, I don't believe he's 19. Like, this character sucks.
He also lacks any charisma and personality.
Yeah.
Like, he should be charming this woman.
Yeah. And like, the thing is that he doesn't fit the character that they wanted to. Like, he was poorly cast.
He's too mopey.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, this is not scary at all.
Didn't you see that snap zoom? That was so scary.
The show's canceled.
Oh yeah, look at this guy stumbling around drunk with his cowlick. All of it.
Oh my god, this is you. This movie is full of lore characters.
Every character's me, including the murderous lion puppet.
The best show is done. It's my call.
Oh, this is so flimsy and thin.
No. It's not scary at all. Why would they lock him in? Like,
yeah.
what's
He's
the
actually
point?
safe now because he's locked into a room away from all the murder robots. With his cigar and like a fireplace.
Oh my god. The main is gonna be right there. It's gonna be the lion.
So stupid. What the hell? What got him?
What? What?
Something was, I guess one of them was in the room with him.
Oh. I mean, how did we not notice him? Was he under the couch? The big brown leather couch? Oh my god, are they gonna murder him in front of the children? Okay, I'm into this.
That would be pretty cool.
Oh my god, what if it becomes like that movie that we saw with the superficial, like the taking the fluid from your spine? And it ends with that scene, like just blood splurting out into the audience.
It becomes like a gore show.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be epic.
La 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 la. That's actually a really catchy song.
La 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 la. It's oily trash.
Oh my god!
One of the worst actors pretending to be animatronics, pretending to be guys in a suit that I've ever seen.
I like the influencer couple.
It's just because you only like them because you know that they're less popular than we are. Like I like them because I want to like smudge our popularity to them.
I want to be friends with them so that I can humble brag on them all the time about how we hit 300 subscribers. Dad is such an asshole character. It's
just cut his character, like.
Well, he's gonna he's gonna die, and it's gonna be awesome. That's why he's here.
Okay.
He's the cathartic. Remember that word your new bubble words you've been learning? Only Droopy's been updated though. The other one should not be murderous yet. God, I want to see what that brand of whiskey is so bad. Oh my god. That's alright. That's a cool kill.
That was cool.
Get lollipop.
That was cool. Oh, you could see it in his neck. Oh my god.
Yeah, the big ball. He's like a frog.
There's a lot of big fails with these characters. So the brother, he's too droopy. It's just like, oh guys. And then you have the dad who is too douchey. You know what the dad needs to be? He needs to be that dad that kind of pretends to love the kids, like dumps them in front of mom, and then freaking like is an asshole when mom isn't around.
He shouldn't be openly hostile to his own stepchildren. He should be forgetful. He should be concerned with work. Like, it was a great scene when he was like on his phone and the kid almost got hit by the buggy.
Yeah.
And the mom was like, "Hey, he almost got hit by the buggy." And he just goes, "Huh?" Because he's playing with his phone. He's not even paying attention. And that's what his character should be.
Playing Candy Crush. Like, he's just so obsessed with Candy Crush.
He's licking it.
Nope.
Props to that guy for being willing to take it off of her cheek into his mouth.
If I'd been that character, I'd be like, "Listen, director, are you sure you don't want me to just lick it directly off of her face?"
I know, I was just gonna say that, yeah. Everybody's sneaking away. Have they not seen Willy Wonka?
Just people doing the robot.
That was a pretty good robot. He's like the only one who's like certified robot dancer. We could only hire one certified robot dancer for this cast.
Oh my god, I hope one of the robots rips his dick off and then it's like, "No, that's what I call a banana split."
Wait, how is he outside?
Yeah, who's watching the children? I'm literally getting anxious that they've left their children alone.
I know, and then one is not even their child.
Ooh, he's gonna get run down by the buggy.
This doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
why would
Yeah,
he
he was just inside with the kid.
Yeah, see? I'm telling you, they're having the same issue as Murder Sites. These kids are having a good-ass time right now. Like, that's awesome. Like, imagine just being in the set.
Running around backstage, playing with a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, unintended. Hank is already getting hearts and comments. Oh my god, see, is he gonna set it on fire?
He's gonna propose.
Hey, Pop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's so cringe. Live streaming your marriage proposal?
We just
Yeah.
got engaged.
Oh my god. Oh, he's mad because he's live streaming.
Yeah, they're gonna cut him in half.
This all look like paper. Super zoom. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's so cool. Oh my god.
Oh, sick.
Get cut in half, bitch. That's cool. He's like, alright. He's like, abracadabra.
Oh,
Wow.
Viscera! Yeah!
Oh my god, they are robots pretending to be human. Pretending to be in suits. Why is he still there? He should have already been with this side piece.
Imagine being that actress. Like, okay, this is for the movie. Trust me. I need you to text me a bunch of really sexy pictures.
Hey, she did it. That would be so funny if we don't see her at all. And that's literally all she did was supply them sexy pictures.
Oh, too bad you can't just, like, jump over
up.
any of those walls that are to your left or your right. Damn, sick.
He's all dancing. He's like, take care, comb your hair. Take care, comb your hair.
That might be the next big dance bubble.
It might be the next twerk. Take care, comb your hair. Take care, comb your hair. Take care, comb your hair. Take care, comb your hair.
Oh no, a fence. There's no way to get up and around it.
Oh no. I love how he decided right at that minute to get out of the way instead of like earlier where he could have just jumped up.
Oh man, I was wondering when the security guard would come back. Is he already dead?
Did you hear me?
Oh shit!
Little does she know that she put her kids in a place where animatronics have become murderous. You know what it needed? That scene needed like chunks of like just meat peeling off and it's like bone exposed.
Yeah.
They also needed at least some medical give themselves some education and look up like burnt victim photographs to like make it more accurate. They could have had like different colors of white and green and
Yeah, he looks like he just got finished with a pie eating contest is all, you know?
Yeah, that's what he looks like, yeah. I mean, the actor is selling it to me, like, he's doing really good, but the makeup with this burnt flesh is just not great. In comparison to the beheading, the lollipop jab, the car jumping, which was kind of boring. You said, and talking about the car running over, you said his death was going to be epic. It wasn't.
Yeah, I know. It was only vaguely ironic because he said, imagine if you had gotten killed by being run down by the buggy. How embarrassing. And then he gets run down by the buggy.
How embarrassing.
Definitely no catharsis felt, in my opinion.
There should have been a scene where they like zoom over him and he's like
Yeah,
twitching,
yeah.
right? And then he's like, how embarrassing. I die of a
No, what would be amazing? He should have died first, and then like the influencers are like, "Oh, look at this loser old guy got run down by a buggy," and then they're like live streaming it.
Get kidnapped. Oh my god, he got Batman.
This is like a scene from Predator.
We just need a saliva drip.
Oh shit! The mom is gonna go Mama Bear and destroy these animatronics.
Shit.
Yeah, she's getting hotter. Ooh, he got disarticulated.
Dude, she was gonna marry him.
She just watched the furry disembowel her husband.
They didn't listen to me now. This is all the network's fault. They shouldn't have taken away their show.
Oh my god, it was hacked by China.
None of this.
Is that too political to say?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh my god, it was hacked by Russia.
That's even more political.
Oh my god, it was hacked by Reddit. How's that?
Yeah, just leave all three of those lines in there.
They're my favorite.
Ah, damn.
Oh my god! The children kill him? I didn't see that coming.
Giant hammer.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Getting wrecked.
He took it down, hammer down.
Who's this?
Oh my god. Paige is in the balls and she's gonna see the dead producer. Oh my god, they just saw the old man's dead body that was murdered by the children. And they think the animatronics did it.
Oh my god, is she gonna wear it like a mech suit?
Oh my god, she's the sister. Oh, look, I love how they randomly wanted to make it creepier and they're like, let's just put this twine. Gosh, that was like hours of work. I feel for the crew.
This is just a regular basement bubble. I know. Oh my god, look how many people they killed.
Jesus.
Oh my god, it's the whole cast and crew. That's why this movie sucks.
Where are the children?
They murdered everybody. Oh, look at the children. They're having such a good time. Oh my god, it's the dad.
He's still alive.
Oh, she's gonna let him die.
We are gonna get the best death. Oh no,
She
that's
get-
the
Oh.
guy who canceled the show. This should have been the dad though. We had another movie where we can't tell who lives to the third act or not.
We did the thing that we always do. We're confused by the white guys. It's like, oh, Alone at Night, where we didn't know that the other dude was dead the whole time.
We didn't even figure out until weeks later. That's how bad that one was. Get shackled. I love how they have all these shackles in this children's movie set.
I like how they're all dirty, like all the kids are all dirty, like as if they've been through war. Oh my god. You're gonna split them like a banana.
Close your eyes, don't watch this!
Dude, they already saw a guy be wheelchaired, choked by a lollipop, wheelchaired away into a blaze of fire.
Oh my god, he's being quartered.
Oh my god, this is like Predator. They're gonna tear her shirt off, watch.
We can only hope. Get crowbarred. Now's when the kid needs to kill it with the wand.
Yes. Oh my god, it's gonna happen. Oh, she's gonna kill him.
I'm gonna be honest, this movie felt like it was 2 hours long.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my god, furry fight.
Why is there a lion sound? Wouldn't it be like elephant and a monkey sound?
I can't even tell what's happening. This is just two bulky costumes rubbing up against each other.
Oh no, Snorky, you were my favorite.
You'll always be my favorite.
I love you. Oh my god! I nailed the lines.
Nice.
I should have been
Nice
casted
work.
for this movie. I already know the lines. You don't have to. Don't give me the script. I'll just go off of what. I'll just do it on the day.
Here's a bottle of vodka, Zoe.
You're not as
Oh, they're best friends.
Oh, they had no chemistry this entire film.
He's still alive? How embarrassing. Well, you were wrong. There was no epic death. He just got abandoned by the ambulance.
Yeah, wait, did everybody leave except for the dad now? He's definitely gonna die. Oh, that was pretty fucking cool.
It was! I was gonna say he's gonna die by the queen. I'm telling you, she's gonna be queen. Animatronic queen.
Yeah. Setting up for the sequel.
So she's gonna like what, revive them or rebuild
Yeah.
them and then be their sister.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay, that was tedious. That was a slog. I think most of the characters felt poorly developed, and what's frustrating, you've got the influencers, which actually them I didn't mind, but then you've got that dad who is forcing his daughter to be an actress. Like that's a great character. But the writing and the performance, I think, both fell really flat with his character. The brother, the older brother, had absolutely no personality. It's like they had no idea what they wanted to do with that character. He could have been an adult. He could have been a teenager. He could have been a stoner. He could have been a straight-A student. We literally have no idea. The brother had no character whatsoever. Not only are all of the characters flat, the banana splits themselves were flat. And this was the same complaint I think I had about Five Nights at Freddy's. Why don't you give each of the animatronics like their own personality? Some of them even had lines. I don't think they all had lines, but they were all characters in the movie. Why not set them up?
Okay, so there was 3 things I liked about this movie, and only 3 things. Number 1, the deaths, awesome. Number 2, the music was fine. And number 3, which is my ultimate favorite that I did really, 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 really enjoy, the sets were so good. That's it. That's all I liked about the movie. Everything else was terrible. The script sucked. The dialogue sucked. The actors were okay, but because the characters, like you're saying, had no substance, it just really fell through. And I agree with you. There should have been more of a dynamic with the Nana Splits characters, because this one I had the same problem that you did with Five Nights at Freddy, where you couldn't recognize the different characters. I didn't know who was who at all. I don't know how many there were. I still don't know how many there were. I couldn't tell the difference
Are you telling
between.
me you can't tell the difference between Bingo or Droopy?
Yeah, I couldn't tell the difference because they had no personality, individuality. They were like, one just went hoo hoo. One sounded like Goofy. The other one sounded like. That's all I remember is the one sounding like Goofy. That's it. But like, I would forget every character, and I was like, oh, the one animatronic who wears pink glasses. That was it. It was just. The storyline really drove me crazy. Like, I had the same problem that I had with Murder Size. Where were the characters the whole time? Why are they there? Why are they here? Like, they were in one spot that I would imagine, since it's a warehouse, they were miles away from one spot, and then a second later they were like a whole miles away in another direction. Like, it drove me crazy. The only characters I did like, I guess now that I'm seeing it, is the influencers. You even mentioned this. Those were the only ones who had substance, it feels like. And the fact that his fiance went crazy is wonderful. And I did like how they did that. So I do want to applaud that point. But everything else was just ugh. Oh, and the location. Great location.
It seems like it was a really bizarre decision to give them voice actors, but then they have almost no lines in the entire movie. Like, why have them say anything at all? Or if you're gonna have them say something, again, flesh out the character some. Have them, have different voices. Like, they're animals. Like, why doesn't the lion, like, growl and do lion things? And why doesn't the elephant make an elephant roar? Or, I don't know, is that a cat? One of them is I don't know. I don't even know what the banana splits are. I guess I didn't grow up with the show, though. Presumably, they do have some sort of character.
Are you saying that you're having the same problem as I did, where you can't tell who is who? See, I told you, like, this is a huge problem. At least with Five Nights at Freddy, there was some difference that I could tell.
There was some.
But these ones, there was none. There was, like, I couldn't tell.
Well, Five Nights at Freddy's had the pirate one. I'm like, oh, that's such a great little character note that this one acts like a pirate. One of these could have been a pirate. Oh, but then again, I guess these are all coming from the original Banana Split show, so I can't blame the writer-director of this for working with the source material. I do want to agree with you. I loved all the sets. I especially loved the workshop set where the mad scientist was building them all, and there was tools and, like, motherboards with all the RAM pulled out and a bunch of IDE cables hanging off of the walls. That was all super cool. The television show stuff was mostly cool. Some of the instances, it felt too dark. Like, when they're in, like, I get it, okay, it's a horror film, but some of the scenes felt like, okay, they're on this set, there's lights everywhere. Television studios are very brightly lit. Like, everything's so bright, but it felt out of place how dark some of the sets were. But aside from that,
Actually, this is. I want to correct you. The warehouse is perfect. I know that it's filmed in a studio because it feels that way. Anytime you're away from a set, it feels this way. So, which I think it was perfect that they picked this. Also, now that she's on a set, it should have been brighten up, and I agree with you on that.
especially because some of the sets are so cool, it's like, let us take in all these details, you know? Like, clearly these are hand-painted sets. Someone put time and effort into these. Let us see them.
Yes, exactly. You know, it needed the feel as that movie that we saw, which is awesome. The Devil, Night with the Devil.
Late Night with the Devil. We should... Although Red Letter Media already did an episode of
Oh,
that, so...
and then we can have Red Letter Media be like, hey, who are these guys reviewing the movies that we reviewed? And you know what? Red whatever media doesn't have what we have, and it's a girl.
Alright, so what would you change about this?
I would cut it tremendously. This would be just an hour movie. I would scrub all the characters and start again. I do like the idea of the kid, the super fan child. I do like the idea of him being an awkward kid and then his friend, like his one friend not being like really kind of like, he's kind of weird because he's obsessed with Banana Split. Like he only talks Banana Split. You know, that's a thing that I would change. That kid would be like him. He's like a Star Wars nerd, you know, like the Star Wars nerds who are just all about Star Wars. That's something that would have been interesting if the kid was so obsessed with them and talked about them constantly. The dad, I would do what I suggested while watching the show, and that sets a really dramatic tone. What else? Yeah, just add more substance to the characters and cut a lot of them. I think there were too many people that I didn't give a shit about. I mean, I did like the dad and the daughter trying to get famous. I did like that because that gave it a very Willy Wonka feel to it, which that feel to it is really like scary. It's such a classic film because it's terrifying but also magical. And I think that's exactly what this movie was trying to do. So I would keep those characters just as
They
is.
they should have expanded on the girl, and
Mhm.
the Banana Split should have been like, oh, you can sing and dance, and then they put her in the show at the end when they're torturing the guys and
Yes.
killing people.
Yes.
And then she'd be like,
And
I
she's
don't
all
want to
about
be an
it.
actress anymore. No, because at the end she says, I want to quit acting class. But it's like, okay, you didn't actually act, you just got terrorized by robots. Like, what? That's not gonna happen. But if she had a bad relationship or a bad experience relating to actually acting and singing and dancing on a stage, then she'd be like, okay, this is not what I want to be.
Yeah, that would be great. I actually would do that, and I think that's
And that would have been like you didn't even need that in the script. You could have just said, okay, we're on set. You go stand over here and dance, and we'll ADR one of the robots saying, "We're gonna make you a star, Missy."
Mm-hmm. And that would be good. That would be cool. That would be a cool like
It's an arc, you know.
It is an arc because we didn't get that with this film at all, and I thought it was very
A
interesting.
lot of characters had no arcs.
They had no arcs, like them dating these two characters, the brother and the assistant, the PA,
Page.
the paging. It made no sense, and I think the directors were just trying to be like, there needs to be romance here, but there was nothing. They had no chemistry. I think there was casting issues with some of the characters, but then also it might have the biggest problem was that the writer just couldn't figure out what he wanted and he couldn't put that down properly, which is one of the biggest fails. It could have been a cult classic. I don't think it will be.
It definitely won't be, I don't think.
I don't think so, but
It's not like Five Nights at Freddy's.
no, not like no way, no way.
And that movie also sucked.
Yeah, but I like it. I think about it. Like I really love the way it was done. This one was felt short, really, really short. I'm disappointed.
Well, they're making a sequel. We should
definitely watch it, but I'm really, really disappointed. I was hype. I was really hopeful.
do a back-to-back screening of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 when it comes out. If it's not already out, it might be. I don't know. And then Banana Splits 2, because Banana Splits 2 is already out, And I know there's at least a second Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. That would be a good comparison.
Yeah, I think this movie is it's not gonna be a cult film, but it's gonna be relevant because of the deaths. The deaths scenes, the practical effects and the sets is what kept this the biggest strong point of this film, and because of that, it is relevant. But other than that, I think.
Yeah, the deaths did save this movie. There was a lot of. They were all different, which is something we always talk about in these murder slasher films. You gotta have a variety of cool, interesting, and unique deaths. All different, so I do give it credit for having interesting kills, but the whole script needed tightened up. The fact that this is 90 minutes and it felt like 2 hours is not a good sign.
Wait, this was 90 minutes? It literally felt like 2 hours.
This was a tight... This is actually less than 90 minutes, and it felt like two fucking hours. This was terrible editing. A lot of the, suspense horror movie shots felt weak and lazy and uninspired. You know what? I think the best word for a lot of this movie is uninspired. It's just like, hey, we got the rights to this Banana Splits. What's big? Oh, animatronic horror movies. Let's just shit out a script. Good enough. Take it to market.
I think that's the biggest problem. I think you nailed it, is that they got the rights to it, and then it had no... I feel like there was no love to it. They just got the rights to it, and they're like, let's make a movie. Like, it felt like a money dump, even though it doesn't... I could tell that it's not a money dump, but it feels that way. Like, no... It feels like Disney live action is what this movie feels like.
Well, what's your rating?
Oh, because of those three things that saved it, the deaths, the music, and the sets, it's going to be right in the middle for me. It's going to be, because I'm going to think about those three things. But my rating is oily. I think I'm going to be fair with a 3. I give it 3 buckets of oil.
Yeah, I'm going 4. I think, honestly, the fact that it had such great sets and the cool kills, it's actually more surprising that the movie ended up sucking. Like, how do you have... those are production value. Like, this set cost a lot of money. How do you build this set and then fuck up the rest of the movie? Like, if it was a shitty murder size, we're just gonna film this in an abandoned office where everyone's off for the week. It's like a 3-day weekend, so we're gonna shoot a movie in this hallway. And then I would understand it sucking. This has so much stuff, but it just didn't do it for me. Definitely oily. And yeah, I'm going 4 buckets of oil. If it's not for the movie, or if it's not for the podcast, I have no interest in seeing the sequel.
This is very disappointing to me. I was offended that you didn't like Five Nights at Freddy, and I'm actually happy that you agree with me of this movie sucking, because that it does suck. I mean, what a great way to start the first episode of Oily Trash Movies. I think this is overall... I'm disappointed, but I think this is a great film to review and start off with because it's oily. Would I recommend this movie? No. I would only recommend this movie to furries. I think they would enjoy it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend this either. It's too boring.
Yeah, it's so boring.
You could have this on muted at a party, maybe.
Yeah, yes, actually, yes. As you're having a party, I think that would be awesome. That would be actually pretty lit. Yeah, this movie is way 1,000 times better on mute, for sure.
All right, and that was the Banana Splits movie.
All right, and remember to mace directly in that animatronic face.
All right, take care, comb your hair. Bye. We did it. Yay, we're back.
We're back. Okay, so how